Hello, everybody. I'm going to give everybody a chance to come on in here. Man, I'm so frustrated right now, I could scream. I hope everybody finds me. Ugh. Yeah, I'm looking rough. But I'm going to be 100% with you today. I'm going to be 100% real, raw, and rough. I just got woke up. I just fell asleep. I'm on like my third giant cup of coffee right now. So let's wait for a few people to get in here before I start this reading. I actually left the cards out because I was like dozing off at the end of the reading, the one that I did for you earlier. I was actually falling asleep reading the cards, and it was ridiculous. So I ex-nayed that reading because I was falling asleep. I mean, I didn't sleep all night. Let me explain to you why. Yesterday we had a live stream, and that's why I'm going live right now, because I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. As soon as I fell asleep last night, I started having very, very disturbing nightmares. And I know they don't belong to me because I don't have those insecurities. And so, I mean, and they were disturbing. So understand that when it's like astral travel or remote viewing almost, because when I get in those states, I and people know it. I mean, the people that attack me, they know I have these capabilities. So they insert shit into my dreams that aren't real, but they're enough to wake me up. This one was about one of my children. So yeah, it was pretty ruthless. These people will stop at nothing to stop me from working sometimes. And especially where you're concerned, Pisces, because they want to sacrifice us all. Because we're the good ones. We're the ones with the pure hearts that love no matter what. And even though it happened that way, and like I said, I got maybe an hour's sleep this morning, then I was rudely awakened like I'm somebody's servant, and that really pissed me off. So now I'm wide awake, and woohoo, wide awake now, bitches. Wide awake and pissed off. Anyways, so your reading was wonderful, and that was why this was done, was so I couldn't get this message to you. But I'm back in the saddle again. Fuck them. Excuse my language. All right, so we have love begins. Even if that's just the love for yourself. We have fulfillment of wishes. We have material harvest. You think, Margaret? Sometimes it really sucks to be me. And this is how they got to me. It was through the sacral chakra. Okay? Because I opened myself up and went out on a date. But I'm well aware of the tricks. I'm well aware. of what's being done. I ain't ignorant. I know what's being done. I had to take that down because it sounded like I was drunk. And as you can see, I'm not. Okay, so 9 of Wands. Down but not out, where love begins. 3 of Swords. I know this happens to you guys too, so that is why I'm redoing the reading. So this was the intention. This was the intention. On any kind of new love I embarked on, or any kind of new adventures I embarked on. And it had everything to do with a contract. Okay, a belief system. Got to figure out where all these cards were. This was in reverse. So whoever's doing this, I got a real good idea, but I ain't going to say no names, is the Page of Cups in reverse. The Insanity card. I did try to take a nap, Angel, and then I was woke up rudely about 20 minutes ago. So, no, 8:30. Now I'm just pissed off. So now I'm wide awake and on my third big giant cup of coffee. So this is me pissed off. You get to see the raw, real me in every state, shape, and form. And you know what, Pisces? I know all y'all's in the same boat. I know all y'all's in the same boat. That's why I'm not afraid of my truth. And that's why I'm not afraid to tell you what's up. All right? So, whoever is doing this is insane. They're insane. That's the Insanity card, okay? You got a broke down flower offering an empty cup. Whoever they set me up with here was supposed to hurt me. It didn't hurt, all right? I enjoyed myself. Fuck y'all. All right? So, whoever this person is, they are some kind of leader. Not saying that they're not. All right? And they wanted to bring a tower to my house. They absolutely did. They almost knocked me out in a mid-read. All right? I didn't allow that. So now who's got the tower? Because I'm exposing the bitches. Y'all want to play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. I'm just saying. Anybody watching my videos or anybody attending my live streams, you understand. Yeah, you can attack me if I open myself up, which I did. My bad. I went out on a date. So sue me. And I got attacked through my sacral chakra. This is what they do. And they pay people to do this. This is stupid. It's so stupid. But they pay people to do this. And unfortunately for me, I am a target. So I have to be celibate, and I have to not date, and I have to not trust people. And that sucks. That sucks. Life like that sucks. Because of some kind of material harvest. They wanted to gain off of my demise. Of course they did. Because they're insane. Page of Cups in reverse. So, these people got no rational thinking here. They just attack until, they think that there's going to be nothing left. But wait till I get my second wind. And you're witnessing that right now. Because once I get back up, I'm a mad dragon. You pissed me off. All right. Material harvest for an empress's crown by a king of pentacles who doesn't even match the energy. Judgment Day is him. They tried to hurt my work. All right. How you like me now? Hurt this. Sacral chakra under attack. Look, look, look. I can't even make it up. This is how the cards came out in the other reading. I'm not even gonna, I'm just gonna stay to myself, Angel. Just gonna stay to myself. Because any way you let them in, they're gonna get in. You know, I mean, and then it's like you lose spiritual protection if you let them in. And you know, it is all about the money, and they got so much money that it don't matter. That, you know, it's just pure greed. It's pure greed, and God forbid you tell anybody the truth about what's going on, about what's really going on, because they want y'all in fear porn, and to keep from being enlightened and empowered. But I'm not going to allow that, because I am an empress. I don't bow to these fuckers, and I won't ever. You can't have it. Understand that. You might knock me down, but I get up again. Always. Sacral chakra. Trying to block the shine. Kind of like the way they're trying to block the sun. Baby, I'm going to leave this up so you all know what's going on. I'm going to leave it up. Even though I'm in an ornery mood, I ain't fighting nobody. I'm just in an ornery mood. Like I said, knock me down. When I get up again, you better get out the room. That's all I got to say. You best get out the room and out the way. Because when I get back up, I'm going to be breathing fire. And that's exactly what happened. So they wanted me to feel lackluster. They wanted me to, just like they do to all of us, they do this to all of us. So they even with, they do this with friends too. So don't think that, you know, just being friends with somebody is going to get you out of it, because every time you open yourself up to other energies, I didn't think I needed protection, so I didn't do anything to protect myself. So that was, you know, that was my fault. You know, I thought I gave it a chance. I gave something a chance, and I left myself open and vulnerable. So that's on me for doing that. I didn't think I had to. But yeah, I had to. This joker was told to do this. I don't even know if they're aware that they were told to do this. I don't think they're that smart. I think they're just easily brainwashed. So whether they call them MPAs, so this person was told to you know, take me out, have a nice time with me, and then ignore me, basically. And like I said, I don't even think they're aware. I don't even think they're aware that they do this. But me being psychic and me being aware, I knew something was wrong. I just let it fly. I let it slide, because I just wanted to be out of the house and enjoy myself. But now I know where I'm protected. Now I know where I'm not. You know, it was kind of a lesson that I needed to learn, apparently. So I learned it. It's all good. blocked. So who's the one that's blocked now? It's not me. And this is what you get for being easily brainwashed. I'm not going to allow this to happen. Yeah. Is that one thing, that one little video of where the Moana, this is what happens when somebody else wakes me up, especially after I haven't slept all night. And that's the big volcano dude. And then this is what happens when I wake up on my own. That's perfect. Because you wake me up after no sleep and I'm going to breathe fire, baby. And I did. It's like, for real? Anyways, and this is why. Okay? So this is not just about me. It's about my whole collective of Pisces. You are not alone. These things are not happening to just you. They're happening to all of us. Be aware and take that 4 of Wands with force if necessary. I mean, I'm not saying be nasty or be mean. Just be facts. Facts. Be powerful. And give them the tower instead of you accepting that tower. I'm not accepting this. That's why I'm here live right now. I refuse to bend. I refuse to bow to these, whatever they are. I can't even tell you what they are. They're like shadows and scummy shadows. I can't even tell you what they are. Scummy shadows. That's all I can call them. So scummy shadows, get out my energy. All right, so we got the ace, the chariot, the ace of cups, the 2 of pentacles, and the 5 of wands. This is where they want you all the time. Don't give them the satisfaction. They want to take everything from you, everything you build, everything you are, so you don't level up in life. And they do that through interruptions of your sleep patterns, through other people, when you let other people into your sphere of energy, because everything's an exchange of energy. So even if somebody sits there and buys you a nice dinner and listens to all your stories, you're letting them in your energies, even if you don't do anything with that person. And your phone is always listening. Nobody goes anywhere without their phone anymore, especially somebody who doesn't. If you don't know somebody well enough, you want that phone call right there. All right. So you had the same thing the night before last. I mean, it was a horrible dream. It had me crying in the dream, but I woke up and I realized it wasn't real, But it upset me more than it really knocked me down, because the fact that I had that live stream yesterday, and y'all know what we were talking about if you were there. That's why I set them to members only afterwards, because the things we discuss in there, I let them air, and then I set them to members, because the things we discuss in there, plus your personal business, when I pull cards, mini reads, that's why I set them to members only. But that doesn't keep them from watching, and they were watching yesterday. I know they was, because I called it out in the cards. But look, they want you to not listen to your intuition and to look at other people like they're important and you're not. So you lose your balance. So you stay in fight or flight mode with these 5 wands. Therefore, giving up your spot as a leader, as somebody who tries to help others navigate these rough waters of this flood. It's not easy. It's not easy for all of us. Like I said, especially Pisces, because we're at the end of the Pisces timeline. So they want to sacrifice all of us. Anybody who's got a good heart and a pure heart and shows other people the way. And I hate to put it this way, but kind of like Christ consciousness type shit. People who love and forgive and, continue on with their lives. All right, no matter what. So look at all those cards right there and tell me that this isn't being done on purpose. They do not want you to listen to your intuition. 41:14 on the clock right now. They want you to walk away from it. So you see everybody else as important, but not yourself. That you're not, and that's exactly what they try to make you feel like. Like like you have no worth. But I'm here to expose it. And the agents of the matrix are the ones that you're dealing with in this timeline, because we are the ones leading the consciousness train. And you can check with a lot of readers or a lot of spiritual leaders, and a lot of them are Pisces, including Magenta Pixie, Ralph Smart. I mean, they're all Pisces. That's why a lot of them don't like to go online, don't like to, and if they do a very professional situation where they have other people helping them that they trust, like their partners and whatnot. I just don't have a partner, except for my girl in Hollywood. Now she's a good friend, and I feel very protected when I'm around her. She's also a Pisces. But outside of that, it's really hard for me to be able to trust anyone. So the humiliation is real. Then that was the whole point to all this, was to humble me. I don't humble that easy, baby. And when I get back up, you, like I said, you better run. You better run. You better hide. You better leave from my side. Yeah. So, codependent, obsession, addiction. See, this is what they want you to believe about me. Not true. Independent. Passionate. Gaslighting. Delude. Mirror, mirror on the wall. All right? Whatever, homie. I'm tired. I am tired. I can't say I'm not. I've had a total of maybe an hour before I went to sleep last night and an hour this morning sleep. And then I got up angry because I'd just gotten to sleep. And then my phone started buzzing. It's like, and I had it out this morning because I am not anybody's servant. We got wealthy man. We got family room. Got bad health. toil and labor, and relationships. 133, 1331. These are very important numbers. In fact, I should look them up right now, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to let y'all look those up. Sleep hangover. Yeah. It's not even sleep. I ain't even hungover. Like I said, I've had 3 giant cups of coffee at this point, and I woke up ready to just set somebody on fire because I was angry. I was angry. And I left a note not to wake me up, but it got knocked on the floor. Like I said, yeah, it's to humble you and make you feel like you're nothing. And everybody else is important, but you're not. Especially anybody who speaks truth and helps other people to find their truth. Phobia, knighthood. Somebody did this for a title. Like I said, karmic relationship in reverse. To a medicine man, medicine woman. Somebody who helps the collective level up. Let's see what cards that came out. Yeah. Independent, free, lead, initiative. Okay, that was the first one that came out. Walk away, separation, end. They want you to be independent. They want you to look like this. Waste, worthless, mouse. I'm a dragon, not a mouse. That's where you got it wrong. Adjust, adapt, accommodate, compensate, balance. That's what I'm doing right now. The adjustment has been made. Shadow, the other side, coexist in reverse side. We have to coexist with these beings. Otherwise, we're not in the world. We have to live in the world. We can be in the world, but not of it. But we have to coexist with these shadow beings who hide because they're scared of the light. Noisy sound, information overload, social media, and out of control. I can't make it up, even if I wanted to. Run away. They want you to give up, run away. We're gonna make you so damn tired that you can't function. Because your soul sings praise and does performances. But there's a message, communication records, call records, instant messaging. That's what we're here doing now. Unique, antique, sample. This ain't no sample, baby. This is a whole story. Okay, so I don't even remember this. But yeah, they want you to be forgotten. Especially when you sing and dance and enjoy your life despite anybody's best efforts to make you feel like you are nothing. Forgotten. Trash. That's exactly what it is, Kara. Exactly what it is. Like, damn it, man. Y'all get out my energy. And I cleansed my energy before I even started my readings last night. So they still got in. Bitches. The law is the law. Cause and effect. The law is the law. Surrender. Open up. Give up. Another give up card. So understand, like I said, because you need rest. Am I getting hungry? No, I've had 3 cups of coffee. 3 giant cups of coffee. So I'm definitely not hungry. because you're the latest taboo. Limit, crime, forbidden love, curiosity, popular, focus, explosive, pause, journey, new beginning. So that pause was real. I needed it. But mirror, mirror on the wall, I'm still proud of what I see. No matter what, this is the miracle that comes out of it. You know, the miracle that comes out of it is that you're still standing. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor and feeling like a little kid. La la la, bitches. I might look like shit, but I'm having fun anyways. Y'all didn't stop nothing. Y'all just mad. See, they're in torment, and they're upset because they're a clown. Okay, like I said, went out and had a good time, enjoyed myself, had a couple drinks, and I don't drink, but when soju's involved, yeah, and then that's probably, like I said, that's how they get you. So be careful who you go have dinner with. Be careful who you hang with, because this is where they want you. And it's a real thing. It is um, spiritual warfare, and we're the main targets because we're the lovers. We even forgive these idiots for being stupid. They can't understand it. A lot of, like I said, a lot of these people that come at us, they don't even know they're being brainwashed. That's how dumb they are. They're just a clown, an NPC, somebody, a background character. And they keep knocking people off this live stream. I can see it. Every time it gets up to over 50 people, it's like people get knocked off. I love you too, baby. So anxiety, bondage, depression, troubled. No, not today, Satan. Not any other day. And as far as driving me mad, yeah, ain't gonna happen. I'm tired, but I ain't dumb. I see you. Don't you know I can see you? It's just like waking up to that. I'm telling you, that dream was just absolutely horrible. And I felt like I couldn't get out of it. It's like every time I turned around, I was trying to get out of this dream, and I couldn't get out of it. And I was trying to escape the dream. It's like Dreamscape. Anybody ever seen that movie? It was like I was trying to escape the dream, and I couldn't escape the dream. So I just had to let it play out. And by the end of the dream, it was just horrible, horrible. Only somebody really purely evil would think of these kind of things. I would never put that in my own brain for any reason, shape, or form. I mean, I wouldn't think of evil things like that. It's just like the dreams that I've had where I've had to wake myself up and then go online to look up what it meant, because I had no idea, what it meant. I had no idea that, it's like they say things in these dreams that uh I wake up with my head cocked sideways like a dog going, huh? What did that even mean? So then I had to go online. Okay, so let me tell you a dream I had. This is a real good example. I'm not going to tell you the one I had last night because that one was too horrible. But there was a dream I had where somebody came up to me, all cocky and wiggling their head. And I'm not going to tell you who it was, but those of you who've been with me long enough know the virus it was. And says to me, you know, you kind of remind me of the Raver Girl. Who the fuck is a Raver Girl? I had no idea. I didn't even know what that meant. So I wake up, and I'll never forget this dream because of that. So I wake up, I start looking up online what it is. And I'm going to give you all the opportunity to look it up. It is a movie that was made back in, I think, 2011. I think it's 2011. I'm not going to look it up right now. But it's about a girl who goes to a rave, a young girl who goes to a rave. I'm hardly young. But and this dream was on less than about a year ago. And so her friend gets attacked out the back, and she chases off the person that attacks them by coming out and telling them to stop. And so they got her instead of the friend that she was with. And they got her. They unalived her. They carved a rune in her forehead and fed her to their god. Now tell me where that even comes from. That comes from evil itself. Somebody with a very, very evil mind would do something like that. Not me. I don't have an evil bone in my body. I would never think of doing or think of looking at somebody in that way. Not in my whole life. And I've never seen the movie. I didn't even know it existed until it was said in a dream. So like I said, I astral travel and I have the capabilities of remote viewing. It was about Nightingale. Mine was about my son too. So synchronicities. It's all about attacking your sacral, keeping you from creating, keeping you down in, from healing. They're sucking on your healing energy because they're vampires. They're evil ass vampires. They have no conscious. They're evil. They're dark AF. They're shadow people. And understand that the things flying around in the air are part of that. Some are benevolent, some are malevolent. But we have to deal with this. As this awakening happens, we have to deal with these clowns. Because, see, they committed themselves to this dark stuff. Now they're going mad, so they're getting desperate. But the miracle of it all is that we are in control. As long as you can distinguish the difference between what's being implanted and what is yours, you're in control of that. And you can wake yourself up, even if you just feel like you're going to fall on the floor. Because that's how I felt by the fourth reading last night. Or this morning. Yeah, this morning. I felt like I was just going to fall asleep right on the table. I must have said like, subscribe, and share like 4 times in that video. I just watched the ending because I knew I made it through all the video except for the end. That's when I was about ready to fall out. So if I can, I don't know how to edit things, but if I can figure out a way to cut that whole ending out, I'll repost it. But if I can't, I can't. But I got to edit that whole ending out because I could not see at all. My eyes were just completely, it's like a film came over my eyes and I couldn't see anything. And I felt like I was just going to fall flat on my face on the reading. And that's like I said, Nightingale, synchronicities. You weren't the only one dreaming that last night. They're aimed at all of us because we are very, very powerful. Please understand that, especially anybody who follows my channel and is empowered by my readings. That doesn't matter what sign they are. We all got all signs in us. But the Piscean energy, the ones that are the unconditionally loving and forgiving energies, are the ones that they're after the most, because how dare you tell everybody about the illusion, because then people are not in fear of the illusion anymore. It's not that we're numb to fear, because trust me, fear still exists. Oh, my stomach's growling now. I guess I am hungry. It's that we can distinguish the difference between the mind wash and reality. So when we take our power back, we yank it. That's like an injury. It's like an injury to these dark energies, because you're able to pull that right. It's like they're swallowing it, and then you just yank it out their mouth, kind of like a baby that's got something poisonous in their mouth, and you just go, ugh. You go and you reach in there and you just I don't know any other. I'm slap happy, guys. I ain't had no sleep. And I love you guys so much. I couldn't leave you with nothing today. So I came on here live and I figured, what the hell? I'm not gonna bow. I will not bow. I will not break. I won't. You're just gonna have to do what you gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. All right, all right. See what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You do what you gotta do, homie. I'm gonna move into the light anyway, and that is my choice. No matter what's done here in the dark. You see that card? No matter what you're doing behind my back, I will always choose the light, because that is what I'm here to do. And it's being accelerated. Being accelerated. Oh, I'll get some rest tonight, trust me. But I will be back here tomorrow to do more readings. And like I said, I apologize for the late. I had like 300 views on that video before I took it down. And then I watched it's like I said, I was fine through the whole reading. It was just the end that was messed up. If I can figure out a way to take that out, then I'll repost it. If not, it's gonna stay down. Ooh, look what popped up. And this one's upright. The rest of them are down. The Emergence. Bitches. I can see now. Well, barely, but I can see a little bit. We're gonna read it, because I do feel like it's relevant. I can see better than I could this morning. That was my fourth reading after, I started at 1 a.m. I didn't get done till 5 a.m. Then I just passed out. And then I was rudely awake. My phone was even off. But he wouldn't stop calling me. So the vibration was vibrating my phone all over the place. And that's what woke me up. And I was pissed. So, and it was for something stupid. Wasn't like it was for something important. It was for something stupid. That's why I got angry. Not because, if it would have been an emergency, I'd have handled it. But it was for something stupid. Like I said, agents of the Matrix, they're everywhere. They're in your house. They're in your friends. Actually, not all your friends. Some of your friends are strong enough to, or they're protected and they don't have those entities attached to them, especially Aquarians and Pisces. So just be careful who you trust with your company, because that's how they got to me. Otherwise, they don't get to me. All right, so I'm gonna go get the light, put it closer to me so I can read this. Hold on, where's my phone? Where's my phone? There it is. You see, my candle is losing its mind right now. I'm gonna turn on my light so I can read this to you, because I do feel like it's relevant to this whole situation. I'm always happy, baby. Even when I'm pissed off, it don't take me long to get back to myself. All right. It says, you are responsible for your life, your behavior, and your experiences, and more importantly, how you react to them. And if you piss me off, I'm going to get pissed off. And I'll apologize later, but, don't piss me off. Don't push my buttons. It says, sometimes as spiritual beings, we find our human experience on earth can be quite tough. Listen to the wisdom of emergence. As he says, it's time to reflect. You need to take stock of what you value and what's important to you, which is what I do. But I'm not quiet. That's I do contemplate, but I will not be quiet about it. Contemplation and quietness are required. Oops. Your experiences may have been vexing. It is unwise to dwell on them, but you can learn from them. Understand those you need to remember, and let all others go. Give me strength. From this place, a new vibrant you can emerge. But first, you must allow yourself time to reflect. Go within to that inner peace, inner place of peace, and bring forth that which you wish to be. Ta-da! This dragon appears when we need to take a long, hard look at ourselves and how we live, what we do, and more harshly, our behavior. None of the dragons are a pushover. They all demand that we take stock of ourselves, stop kidding ourselves, and are openly honest. Well, that I am. And Emergence is no different. He gets straight to the nitty-gritty and informs you that you are responsible for your life, your behavior, and your experience, and more importantly, how you react to them. Grit and determination are the order of the day when this powerful dragon finds its way into your cards. He finishes with, remember, you are safe with me. Your fears are nothing but paper tigers and figments of your imagination. Allow me to guide you as you find your balance and carve a new path. Amen. Hallelujah. Grit and determination. Now I'm all about that. So, regardless of what was done in the dark by the shadows, we did our reading today. And this is Margaret. They always cross me too. Almost everyone. Very rarely do I find one that doesn't. I found them in you guys. So I find my friends and the ones that I can trust in the hardest places, in the weirdest places. Tanya's been with me since I started my channel 4 years ago. Yeah, Angel, we all are having these dreams, and they're supposed to scare us. Wake up, get your center, and then when you're more grounded, then then you can try to go back to sleep. And in this collective, we are all friends. We might have one or two stragglers that want to see the gloom and doom, and that's all they want to see, because that's the brainwash. That's the shadow. So whenever I got a live stream, or whenever I got, you are all welcome here, and we are all friends. Yeah, me and Tanya together, we have great energy together. It's because we're both in the same boat. We understand each other. And her husband's an Aquarius, so we all understand each other quite well. Oh, yeah, I remember you. Yeah, she was on the rooftop at the Memorial Day weekend. We had Sunshine. We're going to have a July 4th celebration at 3 clubs. So come on out. All right. Yeah, you know where 3 clubs is? Yeah, we're going to have a big party for 4th of July. You're going to move to California? I don't blame you. Don't believe everything you read online. We're all here together doing the same thing y'all are doing. And we're just trying to make it, trying to stay out the shadows from these beings. But like I said, sometimes they don't even know that they're being used, but our good nature understands that. And we feel sorry for them. We do, even though it pisses us off. It ain't long before we accept that we opened ourselves up to that, because we care about everybody. We want everybody to get a chance to come out the matrix and understand that they're here to learn to coexist with energies that sometimes are very dark, and they want to hurt us. But we can navigate through the waters. That's what makes us Pisces, So we can swim. We have one dark one and we have one light one. That's Pisces energy. We have the dark and the light on us. So we can swim through the darkness without allowing it to take us out. If it can. I'm not saying it can't, because I went down that dark path. I went down the addiction path. I went down the darkest alleyways you ever seen. all the way to hell and back a couple times, because it gets, it gets exhausting. It gets exhausting being this in tune and this in touch with what is truly going on. But you can always pull yourself back as long as you got a little bit of strength. You can always pull that back, because you're a healer. And that's what they want from you. That's what they get from being vampires. They suck the life right out of you. But you can always reboot, so to speak. Regain your power. That's why we introvert and recluse and stay away from people. I'm just done doing that, you know? I've been doing that for so many years. I'm tired of hiding my true self. I'm tired of not being able to speak truth, not being able to be myself. And yeah, if you piss me off, I'm going to let you know about it. I ain't hiding no more. I ain't, shrinking myself. I'm sorry. No, not anymore. So, if it ever happens, it happens. I leave you all with this message of love, and I forgive all you dark little things, because you know not what you do. Poor tank tanks. Just you poor tank tanks. You're being brainwashed and controlled, and you don't even know it. I consider that a nail in the coffin. Because no matter what, I'm going to keep coming back over and over and over again till y'all understand I ain't going nowhere. All right? Whew. Well, those are your messages, my baby sharks. You know I love you. And we are going to we're gonna get through this together. This is gonna be a ta-da type moon. So a lot's gonna be exposed. And like I tell y'all, be ready for anything. But you can choose wisely on where you put your energy. And instead of feeding the dark ones, rip it out, pull it out their mouth. Stand in your power, stand in your light. And don't let anybody take that away from you, no matter how much they knock you down. All right? I'm a living, breathing example. It can be done. And that's why I get attacked so hard. All right? Understand that's why you get attacked so hard. Because you're there and you're standing in your truth and you're not letting people take that away from you. I love you very much. And I will see you next time on Hee Haw. All right? Till then, my Dragon Shock out. And yeah, there'll be new videos up tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now.